Hello student, hi. So NEET exam is approaching 2020. So I brought for you some important question from the human physiology, uh, and the chapter is respiration. The question which came in the NEET exam and also the question from the NCERT textbooks. So without losing the time and best of luck for NEET exam, we'll start the question there. Reduction in pH of blood will options are reduce the blood supply to the brain, decrease the affinity of hemoglobin with oxygen, release bicarbonate ions by the liver, and reduces the rate of heartbeat. This question came in NEET 2016 phase 1. So answer will be here, decrease the affinity of hemoglobin with oxygen. Why this answer is there? Because reduction in pH of blood means increase in acidity. Dissociation of oxyhemoglobin into oxygen is favored by high acidity. Hence, if the pH value of blood is reduced, then it decreases the affinity of hemoglobin with oxygen. Reduction in pH of blood occurs due to increase in carbon dioxide concentration. This is called the Bose effect also. Next question now. Second question here. Name the chronic respiratory disorder caused mainly by cigarette smoking. Questions are, and the options are asthma, respiratory acidosis, respiratory alkalosis, and emphysema. So answer will be emphysema. During cigarette smoking, septa of alveoli are damaged. Slowly, the numbers of alveoli get reduced and surface area of lungs decreases, and this condition is called emphysema, where a person faces difficulty in breathing. Okay. Question number 3. Lungs do not collapse between breathe and some air always remain in the lungs, which can never be expelled because there is a negative pressure in the lungs and there is a negative intrapleural pressure pulling at the lung walls. There is a positive intrapleural pressure, and number D, pressure in the lungs is higher than the atmospheric pressure. So NEET 2016 phase 2. Now here there is a negative intrapleural pressure pulling at the lung walls. Lungs does not collapse between breaths and some air always remain in the lungs. Which can be never expelled because there is a negative intrapleural pressure. Pulling at the lung walls. Each lung is enclosed in two membrane called the pleura. The outer is partial is called as the parietal pleura, and inner is the visceral pleura. The pleural fluid is filled in a narrow space between the two pleura, and the fluid provides a negative intrapleural pressure pulling at the lung wall. This pressure in the pleural cavity is slightly less than atmospheric pressure, competing forces within the thorax causes the formation of the negative intrapleural pressure. And we go to number. Okay, one of these forces related to the elasticity of the lungs themselves. Elastic tissue pulls the lungs inward away from the thoracic wall. Okay, next question. The partial pressure of oxygen in the alveoli of the lungs is equal to that in the blood. Is more than that in the blood and less than that in the blood, less than that of the carbon dioxide. Answer will be more than that in the blood. Why? Because the partial pressure of oxygen in alveoli lungs is 104 millimeter mercury, which is more than that of the blood in the blood capillaries of lung alveoli, 40 millimeter mercury. This differences allows passive diffusion of oxygen from air filled in the lungs to the blood vessel of lung alveoli. Okay, next question will be, lungs are made up of air-filled sacs. The alveoli, they do not collapse even after forceful expiration because of the residual volume, inspiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, and expiratory reserve volume. Answer will be residual volume. They do not collapse. Okay. In the lungs, even after the most forceful expiration, some of the volume of air remains. This volume is termed as the residual volume. Due to this, lungs do not collapse even after the most forceful expiration. Our residual volume value is about 100 milliliter to 1200 milliliter. Which of the following is an occupational respiratory disorder? Anthrax, silicosis, botulism, emphysema. This is again from the NEET 2018. Answer will be silicosis. Silicosis is a lung disease. It usually happens in the jobs where a person breathes in dust that contains silica. Over time, silica build-up in lungs causes difficulty in breathing. Which of the following options correctly represents the lungs condition in asthma and emphysema respectively? So number inflammation of the bronchioles, decrease the respiratory surface, increased number of the bronchioles, increased respiratory surface, increased respiratory surface, inflammation of the bronchioles, decreased respiratory surface, inflammation of the bronchioles. So answer will be inflammation of the bronchioles is due to the decreased respiratory surface. In asthma, spasm accumulates in the bronchioles causes inflammation. In emphysema, there is a decrease in surface area of the lungs due to damage of the alveoli of lungs. Okay, so quickly we'll go to this question now. Okay, match the item given in column 1 with those in column 2. Select the correct option given below. Column 1 and column 2. Column 1 tidal volume 2500 to 3000 ml, respiratory reserve volume 1100 to 1200 ml, expiratory reserve volume 500 to 550 ml, residual volume 1000 to 100 1000 to 1000 to 1100 ml. Okay, now options are given there: A, B, C, D. And A will be this. We see that the correct answer will go to column 1 and column 2. Tidal volume will be 500 to 550 ml. Okay. Then our respiratory reserve volume will be 2500 to 3000 ml. Okay, then answer B is correct here. Answer B is correct. Why it is correct? Because you see that answer B is correct. This is the correct answer, answer B. And the respiratory reserve volume will be 2500 to 300 ml. Okay, then the expiratory reserve volume 1000 to 100, 1000 to 1100 ml. And the residual volume will be 1100 to 1200 ml. So now respiratory quotient RQ value of the triple mitine is 0.7, 0.07, 0.09, 0.09. So answer will be 0.7. It is the respiratory RQ value of the triple mitine. So why? Because RQ is equal to amount of carbon dioxide released by amount of oxygen consumed. So here triplamethane, this molecular formula reacts with oxygen, it forms the carbon dioxide, water. So respiratory quotient will be volume of carbon dioxide released will be 102 and the volume of oxygen consumed will be 145. You divide them, we'll get the 0.7. Okay, now next question we'll go to. Okay. Tidal volume and expiratory reserve volume of an athlete is 500 ml and 1000 ml respectively. What will be his expiratory capacity if the residual volume is 1200 ml? Options are 1700 ml, 2200 ml, 2700 ml, 1500 ml. The answer will be 1500 ml because from the data given here, tidal volume is given 500 ml. Okay, and expiratory reserve volume is given 1000 ml, and our expiratory reserve volume is given 500 plus 1000, 1500 ml. Okay, now here select the correct option or correct statement. Expiration occurs due to external intercostal muscles. Okay, then intercostal muscle. Then number B, intrapulmonary pressure is now lower than the atmospheric pressure during inspiration. C will be inspiration occurs when atmospheric pressure is less than intrapulmonary pressure, and the expiration is initiated due to the contraction of the diaphragm. Answer will be number B, intrapulmonary pressure is lower than the atmospheric pressure during the inspiration. And Okay, now inspiration, then we go to the now here inspiration occurs when atmospheric pressure is more than intrapulmonary pressure, and inspiration is initiated due to contraction of the diaphragm. Now number 12, the maximum volume of air a person can breathe in after a forceful expiration is known as expiratory capacity, vital capacity, inspiratory capacity, total lung capacity. So vital capacity VC is equal to ERB plus TB plus IRB. That is, vital capacity is equal to expiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. So answer will be vital capacity. So next question, which of the metabolites is common to respiration mediated breakdown of fats, carbohydrates and protein? Glucose 6-phosphate, fructose 16 biphosphate, pyruvic acid and acetyl CoA coenzyme. So acetyl coenzyme. Okay, the figure shown in the diagrammatic view of the human respiratory system with level A, B, C, D and D. This is the figure here. Select the correct option which gives the correct identification and main function or characteristics. So this is the figure here. A, B, C. Okay, A, B, C. So here number A, B, number 1, 2, 3, 4 is given. Options are here. So answer will be 3. That is C will be alveoli, thin-walled vascular like structure for exchange of the gases. C. Okay, because the A will be trachea, no doubt, and then B, A trachea, B, C. So here, after given correct identification, main function and characteristics. The main function will be done by the alveoli. Okay. So now next question will go to. Okay, inspiration can occur if the intrapulmonary pressure is less than atmospheric pressure, intrapulmonary pressure is more than atmospheric pressure, intrapulmonary pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure, and intramuscular pressure is 0. Answer will be number A. Intrapulmonary pressure is less than the atmospheric pressure. It means there is a negative pressure in the lungs with respect to the atmospheric pressure. An increase in the pulmonary volume decreases intrapulmonary pressure. Expiration can occur if intrapulmonary pressure is less than the atmospheric pressure. Intrapulmonary pressure is more than the atmospheric pressure. Intrapulmonary pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure. And intramuscular pressure is 0. Answer will be intrapulmonary pressure is more than the atmospheric pressure. A decrease in the pulmonary volume cause an increase in the intrapulmonary pressure. Next question, which steps of the respiration given below is incorrect? Breathing air or the pulmonary ventilation. Number B, diffusion of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide across alveolar membrane. C, transport of gases by blood. And diffusion of gases by blood. The answer will be D, diffusion of gases by blood. Correct answer is diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between blood and the tissue. Pressure gradient between the lungs and atmosphere is generated by diaphragm, external intercostal muscles, internal intercostal muscle and ribs. Options are A, B, C, A and B and 4D. Answer will be number 1. Answer will be number 2. The correct answer A, B, C. That is the diaphragm, external internal costal muscles and internal intercostal muscles. During inhalation, the external intercostal muscles contract and these intercostals are connected to all the ribs in such a way that these muscles contract, the ribs are lifted. The diaphragm also contracts same time, flattening towards the abdominal cavity. This expands the thoracic cavity, causing air to rush into the lungs. Okay. So now next question we have one more explanation is during exhalation as the intercostals are as the internal intercostals are perpendicular to the external intercostal, the rib cage comes down when the former contracts and the latter relaxes. This reduces the volume of the chest cavity, putting pressure on the lungs so that air can be expelled. The diaphragm also relaxes during this time, applying more pressure in the rib cage. Next question: the thoracic chamber is the house of lungs. Choose the correct option of different structure forming the thoracic cavity. Number A, dorsally by vertebral column, ventrally by sternum. Okay, laterally by ribs and on the lower side by diaphragm. Number B, vertebral column, sternum and ribs, then vertebral column and ribs, then vertebral column, diaphragm and ribs. Answer will be number A, dorsally by vertebral column, ventrally by sternum and laterally by ribs and on the lower side by diaphragm. Okay, next question. Which muscle in the abdomen has the ability to increase the strength of the inspiration and expiration? Answer will be option will be diaphragm, intercostal muscle, LRE muscles, and sternum. Answer will be diaphragm. Okay, diaphragm. The average rate of breathing of healthy human being is 12 to 16 times per minute, 10 to 11 times per minute, 10 times, 7 to 11 times. Answer will be 12 to 16 times per minute. A healthy man can inspire or expire approximately 6,000 to 7,000 milliliter of air per minute, 5,000 to 6,000 milliliter of air per minute, 4,000 to 5,000 milliliter of air per minute, 5,000 to 5,500 milliliter air per minute. Answer will be 6,000 to 7,000 milliliter of air per minute. Number A. Okay. Approximately 500 ml of air inspired or expired during normal respiration. This volume is known as. Answer will be tidal volume. Options are this. Okay, what will be the partial pressure of oxygen, partial pressure of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air compared to those in the alveolar air? Options are partial pressure of oxygen is now lesser than partial pressure of carbon dioxide is higher, PO2 is higher, PCO2 lesser, O2 higher, CO2 higher. Okay, PO2 lesser, PCO2 lesser. P means the partial pressure. So answer will be number 2. The partial pressure of oxygen is higher and partial pressure of carbon dioxide is lesser. Okay. Then in atmospheric air, partial pressure of oxygen is 159 millimeter of mercury, and in alveoli, partial pressure of oxygen is 104 millimeter of mercury. Similarly, in atmospheric air, partial pressure of oxygen is 0.3 millimeter mercury, and in alveoli, partial pressure of carbon dioxide is 40 millimeter mercury. Okay. The figure given below shows a small part of human lungs which the exchange of gases takes place. Select the options which represent level part A, B, C, or D. Correctly identify along with its functions. A, B, D. Okay, A, B, C, or D. Okay, now here, okay, A, B, C, or D. Now here, these are the options. You can see there. And the answer will be number A, alveolar cavity, main site of exchange of gases. You go to alveolar cavity and main site of exchange of gases. A, alveolar cavity, B, red blood cells. C will be squamous epithelium of alveolar wall, D will be basement membrane. Okay, so answer will be our alveoli, main site of exchange of gases here. Answer will be number A. Answer will be B, number A. Alveolar cavity is the main site of exchange of atmospheric pressure. And I have labeled A, C, D for your informations. Okay, question technique. Students, now we come to end of the chapter. So I request you to please subscribe my channel so that I can send you the next video for the NEET exam very near approaching. So please subscribe to get the next video. Thank you very much.